God do it.
Like a God. Son, I am God. God, Allah, Buddha, all rolled up into one big nigga.
We gonna get straight into it. Fuck it. What's poppin', man? It's your boy T-Mike. And the message that came through, man. I channeled this message because I might start, getting goofy and playing in the video later on, but right now it's just I'm feeling a deeper type of hurt that I even have to make this video, dog. The message that came through was, don't ever think you bigger than the program. And what I'm finna talk about now is not like usually when people say that, they talking about like somebody they in a relationship with or talking to. No, this is the program I'm talking about is God's program, bro. Don't ever think you bigger than the program. And how I touched on this very briefly in the other video. I was like the false prophets video and stuff, bro. People hide behind doing good deeds, not because they truly want to help motherfuckers, dog. They doing good stuff, it seems like, to feed they God-like complex and they ego, bro. And it's disturbing. This is how this even came about, bro. There's this dude, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, bro. It's this dude, they done named a street after the nigga. He done did a lot of shit for the community. Look, I was a big supporter of this nigga, like a big fan. Like, yes, dog, I see you doing stuff for our people and all of that. Ooh. But as you constantly elevate and ascend with your spiritual sense, like I grow every day, that's in a spiritual context too. It was like certain things started to be lifted, like the veil was lifting, and it was kind of contradicting, like something was telling me of this ain't what you think it is. But in the 3D context of it, it's like it looked like this nigga is helping the community and doing this and that shit. Why is my intuition telling me that something is wrong? Dog, please, if you have the gift of discernment, always listen to it, because this is how it usually go for me. My discernment will be screaming at me. And then I don't know what's wrong or why I shouldn't be fucking with this person or like this person, but I will always find out later, bro. I say the truth always come out. What's done in the dark light. So this person, I'm watching this person, they coming up like they doing good shit for the community. It look like they building a bunch of wealth and all this shit, like they constantly rising and elevating and shit, right? So they had made a post and they was talking about like God and shit like that, and they say like they ain't no Christian no more, nothing like that. Okay, I get it, I understand that. Okay, cool. But the person started to talk and they kept talking and they was like, man, ain't no God out here. I'm God. And you know how I be saying like God is inside of you and inside of all of us and stuff like that. So I'm listening, but I'm feeling something like this ain't the same thing that I be talking about, kind of shit. Then the nigga was like, people out here be worshiping Jesus and praying for Jesus and all this shit. Woo. I done did more for people than Jesus and God. Man, I immediately unfollowed a nigga. That shit crushed me, dog. Like, what? That's why you be doing good shit for the community? Because it feeds. And once he said it, I swear to God, as I've been watching this person throughout the years, bro, it made so much shit started to make sense of how the person even gets the money to help the community and shit like that, and doing certain shit, bro. Like, working with, acting like they dealing with kids and working, care about the community, but it's certain, the way they would do it, like they would make jokes and shit. They claim to be a comedian, but the shit they would be saying to people is like, you really tearing down these people's self-esteem and shit like that, but you disguising it as jokes, and then people will laugh at it because you know but if somebody, like, if I'm saying, if I were to say this person name, this and that, I go, oh, you hating and you this and that, bro. If a turtle had $1 million and he was saying he was gonna throw you something, you'll damn near suck that turtle dick. That's what kind of people follow this kind of person. It's like a cult, and I started to realize that's why this person surrounds themselves with the yes man, and that's why he able to make certain jokes about them, and they don't feel offended. They just be, because it's certain shit a nigga be like, hey bro, it's certain, and he records all of this. So it's certain shit of, nigga, if we wasn't even on no camera, who are you talking to type of shit. As a person with that love they self, you wouldn't let nobody make certain jokes and play and be like, I'm just playing. They hide behind that shit. I met this character before in a different form, in a different person body, bro. But when a nigga said they done did more for people than God and Jesus and shit like that, bro, I say I'm not no Christian or nothing like that, but I respect every religion, because I don't care how you get the message, as long as you understand the message of God. As long as you get to God, however you get to him, that's all that matter to me. So I'm never gonna disrespect Jesus or nobody like that. Jesus, Buddha, man, Allah, whoever you know what I'm saying, get your message, as long as you understand of the high power. It's basically good and evil. You know right from wrong. Every time I've done wrong in my life, I promise you I felt it. Like I knew I was about to do some bullshit, but I just went all the way there yet. And I'm thankful for God for still protecting me and forgiving me for that shit. But when people do stuff like that, bro, once that person said this shit, it registered to me how many times I done heard this before. I done heard even Diddy say that shit before. I am God. Once people start to get certain levels of money and start to feel, they feel like they have power over people. Like that's why he do shit for people, cause it makes him feel like he's God or something. Nah, bro. Don't ever think you bigger than pro. That's why I always and I never fail to say that I'm God's son. I'm never gonna put myself on an equal pedestal of God. I'm never gonna do, because I understand I'm not bigger than his program, than his mission that he got. None of that, bro. I'm just one of his loyal sons on the mission doing what he told me to do, bro. Man, that shit throw me off. So I say beware of these false prophets, bro. Some people ain't doing good shit because it's God sent, bro. They hide behind this shit, doing good shit. But if you look through it and once your veil is lifted, you really can see who these people are, bro. And it was like, I used to think about like, man, one day I might connect with this person and we gonna do something big for the community. We gonna do all this. No, bro. And some motherfucker who ever got something to say about, well, what do you do for the community? I just had a talk with God before I even cut this video on, and I will share this now. You know how many times how they say the government be dropping boxes of guns and crates and all that shit in the hood, this and that. You know how many times I done drop boxes of clothes and shoes and all blankets and everything, and I just leave it on the corner and I have a hoodie on it. I don't want nobody to see me doing this. I don't want no fame for the charity work. I don't want no. You know how many times I done went to restaurants and was like, hey man, let me get like 25 burgers and 25 fries and shit like that. And I just drove around and passed them out to people, and people like they in shock, like, oh my God, young man, why are you like, think they hugging me all, people dirty as hell. I'm gonna go home and take a bath. I know they wanna doubt me, like it's certain shit, like come on man. I do shit like that and y'all ain't never seen me record. I don't say, hey, let's take a picture now. I just fed you. You should think my name is T. I don't even say my name to them people unless they ask me. I just like here, I can tell you a person in need. You out here, come on, man. But this person records all that shit and people eat that shit and it all started to make sense to me, man. When you doing that shit from the heart, you don't need no praise for it. God see me what I'm out here doing for people. Dog. So they want to be aware of that kind of shit, bro. I would say if you don't have the gift of discernment, just be aware, bro. But don't ever think you bigger than the program. That's why I say no matter how much I grow financially, spiritually, mentally, any way, form, I'm never gonna be bigger than the program, bro. This brand, that's TNT, bro, is never gonna be bigger than the program, bro. This is something divine that came to me, dog, and it came. I give my purpose. What I say, dog. These people hide behind this shit. It ain't about the people, bro. But God gonna see that shit at the end of the day. And what's done in the dark come to the light. And it's crazy because I know it's gonna come. All of it gonna come burning down on this person because of it. Just always happens like that, though. But stay true, man. Stay Just be aware, dog. Believe it.